What are you doing for Christmas? Do you want to come to my party? We've invited you to a social event. We think you should come. Woohoo! How do you say no if you don't want to go? Do you have to go? Do you have a responsibility or a duty to go? And what if you really don't want to go? Here's a great question. How many hours do you have in your day? I have 24. How about you? Days in the week, 7. You too? Days in the year, 365. How many of those do you want to waste on events, people, experiences that you don't like, that you don't enjoy, that people that you don't want to be with? Me, the answer is 0. And I'm an old lady. I've done a lot of that. I've done a lot of yesing. Yes, I'll go there. Yes, I'll do that. And I don't have any regrets in my life because I learn from every experience. But I've been to a lot of events that I didn't need to go to. I wasted my time. I didn't need to be there. I didn't enjoy being there. I went because it was the right thing to do. It was my duty to do it. I felt a responsibility to do it. And in hindsight, I could have stayed home and had a great time. Now, this is where I live. And here's a great question. Where you live, are you happy to be there? And is it a great philosophy in life that wherever you live, you don't want to leave? Or if you do leave, you can't wait to get back? So I don't like to leave. This is my permanent happy place, happy home. I don't want to go anywhere. So when people ask me, do you want to invest time in this? Because I would never waste time. I need to get a return on my investment. How about you? If there's only 60 minutes or there's only 24 hours, if I do that, will it add value to my life? Now, it might add value to somebody else's life, and that's a lovely thing to do because that might make you feel good. But how many times have you been to a party or a social event or something in your life that you didn't want to go to and it was a waste of time? Waste. Now, you would never waste $1,000, burn it, for example. If somebody gave you $1 million, you wouldn't throw it in the rubbish bin. Well, money's pretty important, but we can make more money. You can't make more time. Once you've wasted your time, it's gone and you can't get it back. So I don't want to waste mine. So here's why I'm standing out here in the peace and quiet of the South Island of New Zealand. The only noise you might hear is my water pump pumping water into my pond, which that's very exciting. I love being here, and I'm sharing that with you because the joy that you get out of life, why would you let somebody steal that with their gossip or their criticism or their making you feel guilty because you think you should go to a party? So how do you get out of going to the things that you don't want to do? Well, you don't need to get out of them. You just tell the truth. I'm busy. I have another engagement. Now, you don't have to lie. That is not a lie. If you want to be busy watching your favourite movie, having a glass of wine and relaxing on the couch, that is your happy place. That is your time that you won't be wasting. You'll be getting a return on your investment because that's what you love to do versus going out somewhere and not enjoying it. So that's all you have to say. Thank you very much for the invitation. I really appreciate it. I do have something else on. I do have a prior arrangement. I do have something else booked. Now, you don't have to lie. It's not lying. It's telling the absolute truth. I have something better to do. And your better to do is your life. You can do it. Now, what do you do with your family and your friends? Because they'll often try and make you feel guilty. Well, here's a great question. If you've got family and friends that are trying to make you feel guilty, what's that all about? Surely the only people you want to have in your life are people who want you to live your life to the max. They live their life to the max, and they wouldn't want you to do anything that you don't want to do. They wouldn't want to steal your time. They wouldn't want you to be involved in their gossip or criticism or negativity. And here's a great question. If you've got family or friends who are gossiping, who are criticising, who are negative, and you don't want to go because that's the kind of people they are, well, why would you have them in your life at any time, let alone at a social event? Life is too short to waste time on rubbish, crap, negative people, horrible experiences, don't you think? My favourite place to be is out here in my garden, and that for me is the ultimate booking. Rowie, what are you doing? I don't have to tell people what I'm doing. I just say I'm booked out, I'm booked up, I have a prior engagement, I have another thing on my calendar, on my agenda. Thank you very much for the invitation. Now, here's what you're never going to do, because everyone knows this is a lie. I'll try and make it. Because that is a lie, isn't it? How many times have you heard somebody say, I'll try and make it? That actually is Latin for I'm not coming. I'm just trying to come up with an excuse. So don't say that. Just say, thank you very much for the invitation. I have a prior engagement. I have a prior booking. I won't be able to make it. And don't even say this time, because that means they're going to open up the invitation for next time. Just say, thank you for your invitation. I won't be there. So many people whinge, moan and complain to me about, I don't have any time to exercise. I don't have any time to spend with my kids. I don't have any time to work in my garden. I don't have any time to to do the things that I love to do because I'm constantly giving to other people. Well, there's that great analogy from the plane, yeah? If by some weird thing that happens, we run out of oxygen, an oxygen mask will fall from the ceiling of the plane. Don't give your oxygen mask to somebody else, not your kids, not your parents, not old people, not anybody else on the plane. Because if you can't breathe, then you can't help anybody else. So you have to get breathing first before you can help anybody else. Well, isn't that what life is meant to be all about? You need to be healthy, fit and strong. You need to have personal you time. You need to be looking after you so that you have everything that you need to be able to look after people, other people. And isn't it interesting that I think, and this is just because I'm an old lady and I've experienced this too many times, I think people use other people as an excuse all the time. I can't exercise because of my family. I'm too busy because of my job. I'm overweight, unfit and out of shape because I have to go and do other stuff. Well, if you're unfit and out of shape and unhealthy, how can you do other stuff properly? How can you put 100% effort into something when you're unhealthy, when you're unfit, when you're out of shape? So if you want to live your life to the max, look after you, and then whatever you choose to do after that, you'll be able to do it better. Doesn't that make sense? Live your life to the max, and if you don't want to do it, just say no. No, two little letters, no.